Just one short word, yet its impact instantly sent the social media world into a frenzy. Welcome back to K-pop News, the go-to channel for ARMYs who don't want to miss a single second of the latest updates on our beloved BTS members. Picture this. You're casually scrolling through Instagram on an ordinary day when a notification pops up. Kim Taehyung has posted a few Instagram stories out of the blue. He wrote just one brief word, Boston. There was no profound, poetic caption, no dramatic official announcement, and absolutely no over-the-top countdown. There were only a few serene video clips showing his arrival at an airport. Yet, honestly, it was that unscripted simplicity that made the post feel magical and high-end, instantly sparking a buzz across the internet. Taehyung doesn't need to say much or make grand announcements. For ARMYs, that single location name was more than enough to convey big news. That one word signaled that a long-awaited moment had finally arrived, and that BTS's next move to rock the stage was underway. However, amidst the calm and relaxed atmosphere of his arrival, one unexpected little detail suddenly stole the spotlight. Right in the middle of the runway footage, a lively, small brown creature appeared. A dog with a warm-colored coat came bounding joyfully across the tarmac, heading straight for the camera Taehyung was holding. The dog looked incredibly energetic and spirited, appearing completely at ease around the people there, as if it knew it had just accidentally wandered into the personal footage of one of the world's biggest music stars. Honestly, it is precisely these spontaneous, natural moments that make these posts feel so distinct from those of typical idols. While most global superstars prefer to showcase luxury, high-fashion style, or the trappings of first-class travel, Taehyung chooses instead to share the warmth found in the small, everyday corners of his surroundings. He offers us a glimpse of the world through his own eyes, and this magically makes his arrival feel far warmer, more intimate, and deeply relatable to anyone watching. But wait, that adorable brown dog wasn't the only little surprise hidden in the short clip. If you watch the footage closely, you realize that even the quietest moments hold a sweet story. In another shot, staff members and the team are seen walking across the tarmac toward the plane, carrying their bags and luggage as they prepare for the next leg of their journey. And in one fleeting yet memorable moment, a person's silhouette is caught on camera making a peace sign. It was a simple gesture that perfectly matched the day's atmosphere, relaxed and carefree, free from the heavy pressure of the stage, and devoid of any attempt to make the moment seem more sensational than it actually was. It was a truly honest, behind-the-scenes glimpse of Taehyung and his team making their way to their next destination. And when we look at the calendar, what initially seemed like a casual airport post suddenly takes on a far more intense and emotional significance. Taehyung shared this footage of his arrival in Boston on August 4th, exactly one day before BTS was scheduled to take the massive stage at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. This timing completely transforms the atmosphere of the post, creating a beautifully striking contrast between these two consecutive moments. Just think about it. One moment, you see Taehyung standing casually, filming the morning breeze, watching a small dog run along the runway, and capturing the playful shadow of a teammate making a peace sign. Yet, the very next moment, he is walking toward a massive stage where a sea of people and thousands of light sticks stand ready to welcome his voice. This shift, from a serene travel atmosphere to a colossal stadium performance, is precisely what made their ARIRANG World Tour in North America feel so spectacular. The two-night concert series at Gillette Stadium on August 5th and 6th marked a pivotal stop following their massive success in New York. For Taehyung, it represented a new stage where his distinctive voice, visual charm, and magical stage presence would once again become the focal point for the tens of thousands of eyes in the audience. One of the most fascinating aspects of following a major tour like this is observing how the atmosphere in each city differs, even when the show itself follows the same concept. Every venue brings a unique crowd energy, distinctive lighting design, and singular memories that can never be replicated. Now, Boston was officially beginning its own chapter of memories, kicked off by a warm, humble greeting from V, even before the stadium lights had been switched on. The reason this post resonated so deeply with ARMY was the deeply personal way Taehyung chose to share it. There were no stiff, corporate-style welcome photos, no agency-polished countdown graphics, and no visual staging whatsoever. Fans were simply invited to see what Kim Taehyung saw: a parked blue plane, luggage being loaded, people walking across the tarmac, a friendly dog he encountered, and the hint of a smile from a traveling companion. As news of Taehyung's arrival in Boston spread like wildfire across social media, the atmosphere around Foxborough shifted instantly. Thousands of ARMY, from across the city and even from abroad, who held tickets for the August 5th and 6th shows seemed to receive a sudden surge of energy. That simple, brief post captioned Boston was no longer just an ordinary Instagram story. It became the starting whistle for a long-awaited celebration. Outside Gillette Stadium, lines of fans began to snake around the area, even though the show wasn't scheduled to begin until the following day. Conversations among the crowd almost all centered on the same thing: the small details Taehyung had shared just hours earlier. Fans laughed about the lucky brown dog that had wandered across the tarmac, showed each other screenshots of that casual peace sign, and, of course, speculated endlessly about the surprises we might have in store for the stage later. That spontaneous airport moment had subtly bridged the gap between the idol and his fans, fostering a warm sense of connection even before the first notes of music played. For those who have followed BTS's journey since the start of this tour, Taehyung's consistency in adding a personal touch to every city he visits is unmistakable. From the bustling energy of New York to the calmer atmosphere here in Boston, V always finds a unique way to document his travels. He never lets tour moments slip by as mere routine work. Through his camera lens, he breathes life into every city and gives a story to every location. And Boston, with its clear, bright skies that day, has now officially become part of the cherished album of memories shared between Taehyung and ARMY. Yet, the big question remains: after this warm welcome and the relaxed behind-the-scenes atmosphere, what kind of energy will erupt once the stadium lights go down? We all know that, offstage, Kim Taehyung is calm, humorous, and appreciates life's simple pleasures. But the moment he steps onto the main stage, clad in his performance outfit and gripping the mic under the grand spotlights of Gillette Stadium, that persona transforms into a brilliant performer with an unmatched aura. The shift in energy from the quiet of the airport tarmac to the thunderous roar of tens of thousands of fans inside the stadium is the kind of magic that always gives us goosebumps. Will V present his legendary vocal arrangements with a fresh twist? Will there be any of Taehyung's signature spontaneous onstage interactions that set the internet abuzz once again? One thing is certain: the journey began with a casual Instagram story, and it will culminate in a spectacular night that no one in attendance in Massachusetts will ever forget.